Well, Leslie, first of all, congratulations on The Naked Gun, a very funny picture. And you're playing a fellow by the name of Frank Drebin. Do you want to describe this character to us?
Now, I heard a phrase, I forget what it was. Well, Frank Drebin is a remarkable police officer. There's nothing that he cannot handle and juggle even several cases at a time. They will all come to fruition and be solved properly as he bumbles into every solution. He does everything wrong, but always comes out well in the end and never knows that he's wrong and lives a very happy life eating various health foods. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, that's the character in essence. It's really the health food part of his character that's important.
The reason this character, I think, is so successful in comedy is you play it straight. You play it straight from start to finish. Now, I've talked to a couple of veterans in comedy. They say that's the way to do it. You don't wink at the camera, you play it straight. Is that right?
Yeah, it's intriguing you say that because what you're saying is that you don't try to be funny, or you don't try to let anybody else know that you're being funny. If you're saying anything funny or doing anything funny, you do it. And if it works, you'll hear the laughter. If it doesn't work, you don't say, excuse me, I just made a joke. You see when I did so-and-so and so-and-so? And I find that's the tendency in many comedies that are being shot, filmed, and so on. They want to make sure that you get the jokes, they take you by the hand and almost rub your nose in the humor, and you say, get away, leave me alone. Don't take away my freedom of choice. Just run it by me and let me take my choice.
This is the second time you've worked with this team, Zucker, Abrahams, and Zucker.
Third time.
Airplane is the one I remember probably most prominently, and that was sort of a surprise hit for everybody. Did you, when you were working on it, expect it to be so big?
When I read the script, I called my agent because I had never, it was a comedy, and they were asking me to do it. And I said, I will pay them to do this part. Don't tell them, but I would pay them. And yes, I did. I felt it was terribly funny, and I thought it would be quite successful. Maybe not as big as it turned out to be, but I thought it would be successful. But I love that humor, and it's exactly what you're talking about. It's where you're dealing with insanity, and you treat it with credibility. And it can be the most inane, dumb, stupid thing that you're saying, and you just go ahead and you say it. And if it works, it's like a smorgasbord. And that's the thing about Airplane or Police Squad. When you walk around, you help yourself. Take what you like, and whatever you see that appeals to you. Then you go up the second time and you say, oh, I didn't see the pickled beets. I love them, and I didn't see this. And when you go back to Airplane, you see things that you missed the first time.
Because there is so much.
Yeah, because there's so much, because they didn't try to tell you. It was funny.
I'm always interested to talk to actors about how they got started, and you've got some background right in our hometown of Calgary, working at CKXL Radio. Tell me about it.
Oh yes, I was Stay Up Stan, the all-night record band, on what is now called CKXL, when the studios were across from the Palliser Hotel. And Stay Up Stan, which was the theme song, a Glenn Miller song actually, all-night record band who worked from 11 to 1. And that was it. I used to get requests and I'd play them. And I had a great time. Don McKay, who was the ex-mayor, or was the mayor of, or the mayor-to-be of Calgary, was also the sports announcer for the station, and he was the manager of the station. And I had a wonderful time. I have many fond memories. You've
got a great career, aside from your acting, in narration, voiceover work with National Geographic.
That's another area.
Now, you worked with, in Toronto at Lorne Greene's Radio Academy?
Academy of Radio Arts. Lorne was my mentor. He was my announcing instructor, and he was my idol. At the time during the war when he was doing the news, and he came on, and he became known in the beginning as the voice of doom because the news at the beginning of the war was so bad, and he came on and delivered it. He used to actually make the hair stand up on my eyes when I listened to him. He was so incredible. And of course, as I say, he was one of my idols. Eventually we became peers and then very good friends, and Lorne died last year. Yeah, it's a very big loss.
You worked in what some people would describe as the glory days of television, when dramas were live. Amongst your co-stars at that time, Charlton Heston. So it sounds like an exciting time. What are your memories of that period?
Well, that was the birth by fire. They were live, and if you went up on your lines, you went up on your lines. Unless they had techniques to get you back on track. They were exciting because there was no formula. There were no shades of gray. things were either black or white. You either did something that was really very good, or maybe something was really terrible. And of course, gradually, as you start to learn the formula and learn what works, then things go from black and white and get down to shades of gray, which is unfortunate. We start to figure out more and more what people want, and you start to give them what they want rather than taking your chance, being adventurous, taking a shot at things. Those were they were wonderful days, but I like today. I like the Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. I love doing comedy. I can't believe at my age, at this stage of my career, that I'm doing something that I just love so much and that it is actually happening to me. It's a pleasure.
Last question for you. What's the best thing and what's the worst thing about being an actor for a career?
My work today and my life today is sort of like a vacation. So you've asked that question of the wrong man, I suppose, because I couldn't answer either one. The best thing for me at this stage is to continue to enjoy and love and get so much fun out of the work that I'm doing, which is mainly comedy. With the other things that are best about being an actor, the people you work with, people behind the camera, the whole crew, everybody. You know, the professionalism in my profession and the effort and the care and thoughtfulness, in some cases, not all cases, is wonderful. It's remarkable. And you'll have to go to work for the last, but also to be with those people.